or a gift basket of equal value. So sub up and get yourself entered. Hello, guest. How you doing? You there? You with me, guest? Lashed by Ash. I need you to come back into the app. Okay, I'm gonna move on, Lash. Hello, Divided Nations.
Hey, how's your day going?
So far, so good. How old are you, please?
29.
Fantastic. And can you prove that I'm not a woman?
Well, first you got to think about it in one way or the other. There's two genders, obviously, man and female. I mean, male and female.
Those are sexes, and there's three
And
of them.
what's the third one?
Intersex.
How do you form a baby? Using a male and a female, correct?
Generally, yes.
So the only reason why I was born and why you're born is because a male and a female got together. Is that
So
correct?
what? What's that have to do with what I set up here? I made no sex claim up here.
It would be the same thing.
No, sex and gender are different.
Well, then in that case, what is the purpose of having a gender if they're different?
Gender is psychological and social. It has nothing
So,
to do with reproduction.
what's the point that we have female sports and female activities?
Uh,
Or should I say
Men's and
women's
women's.
sports? Yes.
I mean, because generally men are stronger than women. Generally,
Is that due to biological sex or gender?
yes, that's due to sex, not gender.
So, if we have women's sport, does that mean it's based on sex or based on gender?
I'm not here to talk about sports. I'm not making a sports claim. I'm not making a sex claim.
Well, the thing is, the way that I look at it is you can have whatever sexuality you desire to have, but you're still either a man or a woman.
I mean, let's not forget non-binary people exist.
Like I said, sexuality is different. You can be gay, you can be bi,
Non-binary is not a sexuality. Non-binary is not a sexuality.
but you can't, but what I'm saying is you can't change your gender based on how you feel.
Okay, I'm also not making a claim to have changed my gender.
So what
You're
you,
not making any arguments based on what I'm saying. What I am saying is that I am a woman. I'm not saying that I changed into a woman. I'm saying that I am a woman.
so you were born a woman.
I was born a girl and I became a woman at the age of maturity.
In that case, it would be different. If you were born a female,
No, I never. I did not
then
say
you're
that I
a
was born
woman.
female. I did not say that I was born female. I am
You
male.
were born male and you transgender into a female.
No, I was assigned male at birth. I am male. I still am male, and I identify as a woman.
Which means you chose to do that. You weren't
No,
born that way.
no, you're continuing to make claims that I'm not making.
But what I'm saying is, it was your choice. You
I did
weren't
not
born
choose to
that
be a
way.
woman. Did you choose to be a man? I'm assuming you
No,
identify
I
as a
was
man.
born a man.
You were born a boy and you became a man at the age of maturity.
Exactly.
Okay, so can you tell me about when you chose to be a man?
A man and a boy are the same thing. The only difference is a man is an
Reaches the age
older
of
version
maturity.
of a boy.
Okay, and you never chose to be a man. Similarly, I never chose to be a woman. Hi, Mel.
But you told me you were assigned as a I mean, as a male when you were born.
Correct, because sex and gender are different.
Did the
My
doctor make a
sex
mistake?
is male, my gender is woman.
Well, the doctor didn't make a mistake. What?
No? I
You
mean,
have
they
to
might have.
separate.
I have not been
Either
karyotyped. For all I know,
either
I'm
the doc
intersex.
Yeah,
You
but
have to
either the
separate
doctor made
sex
a
and gender.
mistake or it was your choice to become a woman.
It's not a choice.
Well, whose choice was it? I'm
Nobody's. No
just trying to
choice was made.
understand.
Okay.
It's,
No choice was made. This is just who I am.
So
No
how do I
choice.
know? Okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm a male. How do I know I'm not a female in that case?
you're talking about sex again.
Okay, how do I know I'm not a woman? I'm telling you I'm a man. How do I know
Your
right now I'm
internal
not a
sense of
woman?
self tells you your gender.
How do you find out?
You don't find out, you just know.
It's a realization you make between the ages of 3 and 7.
It's the same way you know if you're hungry, the same way you know if you're your favorite color. Like there's just truths that you know about yourself.
Yep.
That's
What
it.
about people who transgend at a later age? Did they know when the like as
Yeah,
when
I
they were a
discovered that I
kid
was
or
transgender in my early 20s, and I started medical transition in my early 30s. So not everyone discovers it at the same time. I knew that I was a girl at the age of 4. I didn't discover what being transgender was until my early 20s.
okay, so I guess it's in your terms it's not a choice. I'm always going to think about it as a choice.
Why would
If
you
it
Okay,
is
just
a
okay, you can
choice,
prove it's a choice right now. You can choose to not just be a woman, but thrive as a woman.
it's your ultimately it is your choice because you're
Okay,
assigning
then
a birth
prove it to me by
based on
choosing. How come it is that every time I ask someone to choose to be a gender that they don't identify as, they can't do it?
just like the way you said it. You're either born a man or a
Oh my
woman, a boy or
God.
a girl, and then you
Exactly.
decide
No
later
choice is
whether
made.
you want to
You
No
choose.
don't
choice.
decide
No,
later.
no choice is made. Otherwise, you would be able to choose to be a woman right now,
Okay,
and you
how
can't.
about I have another question. This is a genuine question. If you're okay, if you're born a boy, you decided you want to be a girl, can you go back to being a boy or you can't?
You don't
I was
decide.
never a boy.
And you don't decide you want to be a girl.
Okay, let's just say someone has transgendered right now. Are they
Okay,
allowed?
hold on. Transgender is not an oh my God. What's it
The
called?
verb.
Yeah, it's a verb. It's not a verb.
Okay, well,
I wanted to say
let's just
adjective,
say
but
you
it is.
change your gender based on how you feel. Are you allowed to change back to a different gender?
That's not how it works. You don't just. I'm not even making a claim to have changed my gender. I mean, gender fluid people technically wake up feeling different on different in different circumstances, but even still, their gender identity remains gender fluid. Their gender identity does not change. Just how they interact with their gender does.
Right.
Right, but I'm just trying to understand if
Okay, you
your
can choose to
choice
affirm
in
your
general,
gender,
like, is
right?
it
Like,
someone's choice to change to whatever gender they want?
no. If you think it's a choice, then you should be able to do it right now.
Yep.
So technically, just saying, if someone were to say, hey, you know, I've already changed from being a boy to being a girl. They're not allowed to go back and say, I want to be a girl because, I mean, I want to
It's
be a boy
not a
because
want.
obviously they're a girl right now, right?
Okay, again, it's not a want and it's not a choice. Gender identity develops in the brain. Some people,
Can doctors determine?
no, hold on. Most people develop congruent with their sex, which means they're cisgender. You're like born male, identify as a man, born woman, I mean, born female, identify as a woman. Some people naturally develop
Doctors able to
incongruent.
determine that?
Huh? What?
Are doctors able to determine? Are doctors able to determine what gender you are?
No.
No. We
The
just know
only
the
person who can
identity.
determine your gender is
So the
you.
only person that,
Right, like the same way a
what if
doctor
someone is
can't look at
lying
your
and
brain
wants to
and know what
just
your
change their
favorite color.
gender even though that's not how they feel?
What?
What if someone decides to lie and change their gender even though that's not
Then
how
they're
they feel?
lying. Thank you so much, Ted
So
Kisses.
how do
Appreciate the
we know the
feathers.
difference? So how do we know the difference between, for example, someone
Because
like
there's
you who
not,
claims to not have chose that versus someone who lies and changes their gender because they just
Why do we
want
care
to?
about a person who's freaking lying? What we're talking about are the people right in front of you that are not lying. Thank you for the head mustache. I can't reach it right
yeah.
now. I'll be able to reach it in like 20 minutes.
Because if it's something that's stuck in your brain where
Stuck.
that's what you're meant to be, shouldn't it be something that we're able to be capable of discovering
You
rather than
discover it
No.
by
having to
asking
wait
the
for
person in front
someone?
of you, hey, what's your gender? And that's how you discover a person's gender.
But even
It's the same
before
way,
all
like
this
if you,
came in,
it still could be the same way, like a doctor can diagnose you with like depression, right? They don't do a brain scan to make sure that you're actually depressed. Like it's self-reported. You know your identity. You know your favorite color, right? Nobody can do a brain scan on you and see what your favorite color is. So you just trust the person. Look at all those hand hearts.
well, but here's the thing. But why do people would care to even discover what gender someone is? As long as well, then I guess it would be a situation because then in your case, you would want to benefit out of everything that females get rather than being
Okay,
identified as
okay.
a man.
Not,
What benefit? What are the benefits?
Well, not necessarily benefits, but for example, you'd want to use a woman's bathroom. Another thing
And
is
how is
you
that a
would want
benefit?
yeah. Women use the
because
women's
some
bathroom.
certain women consider it as a privilege of wanting to go to a woman's only bathroom so they can get their
Yeah,
own
a
privacy.
women's
Another
only
thing is
bathrooms are not a privilege, I
women,
promise you.
Yeah,
women's
seriously.
only gyms, for example. There are a lot of women only gyms. Not all women want to go to a gym where it's all women, but some of them do because
Okay,
they
and then
want.
the women who want to will, and trans women are women, so they can choose to too.
Yeah, but how do they know the difference between me who wants to lie and say I'm a
Why do
woman
you
and go
want to
to that gym?
lie? What is this
I'm not
argument?
talking
It's so
about me, I'm talking
weird.
about in general. How
No
do
one
we
is,
stop the
okay, this
chaos?
idea that like someone is lying and putting all this effort into being fake transgender is just not even a thing.
There's a lot of
Like for
cases
real,
of people
like
lying.
people can lie about literally anything.
Literally anything. And what do you mean there's a lot of cases? Where? Where's your source on that?
There's a lot of cases that I've heard where people would lie
Where?
and say, "Hey, I'm a transgender," and then they just go to a female bathroom, and all of a sudden
It's
it
not
Christ.
a
causes
real
chaos.
thing. I'm
And
so
and
sorry.
what do they do in
Yeah,
there? Okay, tell me what do these people that are lying do in the women's bathroom?
creeps,
Divided. Thank you so much for the sob.
creeping. That's what they're doing.
No, they're
What
not.
are they
Other
doing?
people uncomfortable.
So just going in there just to make other people uncomfortable.
If you're lying, then that's obviously what you're doing.
Could it be that maybe they don't need to pretend to be a woman in order to go do that?
They don't need to be. They don't need to prevent it. I mean, they don't need to pretend to be a woman, but it makes it easier because then that way they
It
could turn
literally makes it
around
Exactly.
and
harder.
say,
It
"You're
literally makes it
attacking me."
harder. It literally, I promise you, a man who is pretending to be a woman is not likely to pass. A man who is just going into women's spaces to cause harm is likely to put on a really crappy outfit and shitty makeup, and they're gonna stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. This whoever came up with this ridiculous argument.
And even putting on shitty makeup still takes you like an hour.
What if you don't put on makeup? Some people
And you
don't want
don't.
to. They just want to identify as a
So yeah,
different gender without having to
Where
put
are
on
these
any
maybe
makeup.
people?
going into women's spaces doesn't actually require the effort. If you intend to cause harm, you're just gonna go do it.
Hmm.
Well, I do have a solution. No offense
Oh
to
yeah.
anybody, but instead of actually,
Okay,
like,
I
for
mean,
example, if private businesses or government facilities where they want to say man, woman on their bathrooms, they can put male, female. And then that way it's based on your
Oh yeah. So
sex rather than based on
have
your
you ever seen
gender.
a trans man?
Have I ever seen a trans man? I
Uh-huh.
think on TV, but not in person.
So like,
Maybe I have, but then again, I
beards,
don't go and ask them if they're trans. They're
beards,
probably
muscles.
everywhere.
Hold on. Beards, muscles, you know, strong builds. Like we want, and they're female. So that's not going to solve anything. That's going to make it even easier for cisgender men to just walk in a bathroom and commit crimes.
Well, it wouldn't because it'd be based on sex rather than gender.
Oh my gosh,
Divided. What does this have to do with whether or not I'm a woman?
it doesn't.
Because
I'm worried
I
about
believe
people
it's your
faking.
choice. You're telling me it's not your choice.
It's
And
not.
I
Why
asked you
did
to prove that
some,
it's a choice by choosing to be trans, by
why
choosing
are
to be a
people,
woman.
why are people choosing
As
to be
soon as you were
targeted?
born,
Also,
you
it's
knew you were a
ridiculous.
boy,
Wouldn't you
and then all
choose?
of a sudden you chose to be a woman.
Hello. Wouldn't you just choose to be cisgender and then like not be targeted like all the cisgender people?
Not being targeted. See, I respect everybody, but the thing is, I also believe that everyone should respect other people and follow rules and regulations of saying, hey, you can
Okay, what
choose to.
rules and regulations are trans people not following?
Out. Yeah.
The main rules and regulations that I believe that some are breaking is wanting to go and join female only things. Like, for example,
Where?
a
Give some
female only
proof.
bathroom, a female only sport, a
Have you noticed
female only.
that you're completely and totally obsessed with trans women, and you've
Yeah.
completely forgotten about non-binary people and trans men?
And it's not female only, it's
I don't even know the
woman. They're
difference.
Yeah.
woman spaces.
The only thing that I know is man, woman, and then there's certain people that
Right.
have
Okay. So
different sex.
you have some things to learn. I understand that for sure. So you don't want transgender women to go into women's locker rooms, right?
No, I think they should have like,
So you
those
do.
family
So you. I
bathrooms.
got the answer I wanted. I got the answer I wanted. You said no. So you do want transgender men to go into the women's locker rooms.
If they were born a female, sure.
Do you know what a transgender man looks like?
That's what I said earlier. I wish Goose wasn't bananaed.
Oh, Goose is straight up
No.
banana.
Both accounts, yeah,
Both
already.
accounts.
Hmm.
Wow. I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Welcome
So
back,
again,
Goose.
you should you should go look and see what a transgender man looks like and see if you want them in women's spaces because as a woman, I don't.
Okay. Interesting. What if we had like three bathrooms in every single place where it's male, female, family bathroom? And then if you feel
Oh,
uncomfortable, you go to a
are
family
trans people
bathroom.
families?
Like this
Like, how many people am I?
Family bathroom is not for families. It's meant as a private facility where
Um,
you're there
or
for
Divided. How many people am I?
one person.
Fantastic. And how many people are required for a family?
One person.
Two plus for
what?
a family.
No.
You need at least two people for a family.
Why do you
So
So
think
you
the
telling me
therefore, I am
those
family?
not a
family
family.
bathrooms, one person is not allowed to go inside those family bathrooms?
It's not. It's not that we're not allowed to. We are. It's that they're not for me. Family bathrooms are not for me, as I am not a family.
I've always
And if I
considered them
do
as a
use a family
private
restroom, I am taking
space.
up space designed for someone else. So while yes, I can use a family restroom, I shouldn't because it's not for me.
Right. Have you gone into a family restroom?
Me, yes.
Yeah, and what is in there usually?
It's usually cleaner, in my opinion.
A what?
It's usually cleaner.
Okay, that's not my point though. It has a changing table, it has room for a stroller.
Yeah, it does.
There's your children aren't going to be climbing underneath someone else's stalls, so they are meant for families.
But other people can use them as well. I don't think it's restricted.
Right. So other people can use family restrooms as needed, but we should avoid doing so as they're not designed for individuals. They're for
Right.
families.
And you definitely
It's
should
right there
not
in the name.
require you shouldn't require trans people to use them as they are not a family. They should be able to use the restroom that aligns with their identity.
Well, there's definitely a way to change them. Instead of having these huge bathrooms where everyone is, you know, pretty much in the same space, just have 5 or 6 family bathrooms, and then people can use their own bathroom rather
5
than
or
5 or 6
having
6.
other
family
people
bathrooms. That sounds
uncomfortable.
so practical.
Because you got to think about it. You don't want, okay, you want to be accepted in society, and I respect
Yeah.
that. But
You
at the
just don't want
same
to be around
time,
trans people. No, you
no,
don't. A,
but
you
at the
don't
same
respect us.
time,
B,
other
you just don't
people
want to be around trans people.
care personally, but I do care how other people feel. Some people want their own space. They don't want a dude going into a bathroom with their
Yeah, so
daughter.
if dudes are going into the bathroom, they shouldn't be there. It's a
What if
dude
that
problem.
dude identifies as a woman?
Oh my, then he's not a dude.
Then she
So
is
is
a
it based
woman.
on looks or based on how you feel on the
Oh
inside?
my God. Okay,
It's not
again,
based on
people are
looks.
not faking being trans. This idea that someone is faking being trans is ridiculous. If
Yeah.
someone dresses up like you and commits a crime, is that your fault?
It could be.
It could be,
What?
I mean, it's not my fault, but I can get prosecuted if they say, "Hey, this was you."
but
Would it be
is
your
that
fault?
your fault?
Probably not.
Oh, Ferris wheel. Thank fuck.
Oh, geez, thank you. Thank you for the Ferris wheel. So guys, there's in addition to the normal Cash App to kick, we're now doing Ferris wheel to kick as well. So a Cash App is $20. All 20 of that goes to me. A Ferris wheel, I get $15, but TikTok takes another 30. So it costs a bit more. Thank you so much for the Galaxy. And damn, thank you so much, Anne. Appreciate you. Um,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
so
Yeah,
yeah, if you don't want to send to my Cash App, you can just send me a Ferris wheel. Yeah.
oh my gosh, like, where are the sources on these fake transgender people? I'm so sick of this talking point.
Yeah, it just gets wild. Okay, guys, keep tapping that screen. Let's get it up to 50,000 likes. Share the live. A reminder: we are doing a quilt giveaway tonight. It's not just a quilt; it's also a Pride pillow. It's a Pride quilt and a Pride pillow of your choice. It is handmade by my mom. So we're going to do a drawing tonight before we do Adora After Dark, 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to run a dice down my Barbie slide over here into the Barbie pool, while Barbie and Ken watch. And my cats stare absolutely fixated at the slide. Um, thank you so much for the hand heart. And we're going to come up with a winner tonight. So yeah, if you want to enter, subscribe. All my subscribers are automatically entered, so you can subscribe right up here or right down there. That gets you one entry into tonight's drawing. And if you don't win, you can also buy a Pride quilt or a Pride pillow. Thank you for the hand hearts. Thank you for the head mustache. I'll have access to my props in just a moment.
Look at all these
Okay.
requests. Jeez.
What was that?
Look at all your requests. You always have so
Yeah.
many.
I have not been wanting for requests lately.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay, no connection. I feel bad. I know that some of these people that are getting no connection, they've been like waiting in like multiple of my lives for like ages, and then I finally select them, and then they don't connect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All the cat paws. Wow. Hello.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm sorry if I'm new to this. I just have a quick question.
I need to know your age first.
I'm 27.
Fantastic. Go for it.
I'm old, I get it. So
Evan is not old.
it's old for me when you were in the military, so it makes sense. So I'm not used to all the trans stuff and this and that. Um, you guys hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? You guys hear me?
Yep. Yep.
No, you need to
Hello?
scroll off the app and come back.
Yeah. Your audio's gotten. Yeah. Just go back to your phone's home screen. There you go. Now come back in, and you should be fine. Thank you for the melon.
There we go.
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so sorry, my wife was calling me. But this is more important to me. Um,
You can
I don't know.
take the call from your wife.
She's calling my other phone right now. I just have questions.
Yeah,
So
maybe pick up the
I'm
phone.
as long I've been waiting in line for a bit, so
All right,
I'll come
I'll
back
answer
to
it quick.
y'all.
I'll answer it quick. Go for it.
I'll come back to y'all. Just go ahead and
I
like
won't
cancel me
remember
out
you.
or
I
whatever.
won't. It's now or never, my guy. I won't remember you.
Damn. All right. Well, I just want to know. Okay, the difference between. I'm not saying this disrespectfully. I just don't understand much of
Okay.
this. What is the difference between being actual transgender and the feeling of being transgender? Is there a difference or?
Your gender is an internal sense of self, so it can take some exploration to determine whether to discover whether or not you're transgender. And some people do start the gender exploration journey and realize that they are cisgender, but it is an individualized experience completely.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that makes
All
sense.
right.
So if you are
And
transgender,
lastly,
you are transgender.
Yeah.
before I go, I just want to say that last guy that said a family bathroom is one person, that guy's fucking stupid. I've
Let's
never
not.
seen a
Let's
family
not.
of one
Not
person.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all. No, I'm just saying that. You guys can kick me
Okay.
off if you need to.
You have a good day.
And I gotta go. She needs me for something, so I'm sorry, but maybe next
All
time.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Oh my god. Oof. All right. I suppose I must have forgotten the reminder that we don't talk about previous guests. So yeah, keep tapping away, guys. We're so close to 50,000. Share the live giveaway tonight. It's if you don't want the quilt, you can also get a equal value gift basket. It will be up to the person who wins. I'm looking forward to doing that tonight. And we're going to bring up the next guest. Friendlies are loved, but please do not request, and we do not talk about previous guests.
Yeah, somebody said I'm one person and I'm part of a family. I mean, yeah.
But you're not
What?
a family. Bummer. Thank you.
Hi,
How you
hello.
doing, Christy? How's it going? Bummer. Thanks.
I'm doing good. I just have a quick question for
Okay.
trans women.
Age check. Did you do an age check?
How old are you,
Oh,
Christy?
honey, I'm 39.
Okay,
Okay.
fantastic.
I'm 39. I have been fighting to prove I'm a female since puberty, and I was born a female. So I grow hair on my face, my chest, my boobs are uneven. I have gone through so many battles during puberty because of PCOS and endometriosis. And cervical cancer, uterine cancer, and I'm about to have a double mastectomy on October 17th for triple negative breast cancer.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I
Sorry to
know
hear
that's
that.
it. That's a lot. But I mean, I am not trying to be rude or mean or anything, but you won't go through that.
Correct. Wait,
You will not
some of
go
that, like
through it.
I could go
But
through the mastectomy. I could have breast cancer, etc. PCOS is off the table, except but endometriosis is
yeah,
off the table. But for some of that, yes,
exactly.
I
All
can
that's
do.
off the table because you're not a woman. But
No,
what
because I'm
you
not
will have
female.
to do
No, because
You
I'm
will
not
have to
female.
do as a
Christy,
man
your
is
womanhood
have
is
a
not
prostate.
defined by your suffering.
Yeah, exactly.
You as a man will have to have a
He's
prostate
not
Oh no,
a
no,
exam,
Christy, we're not
whereas
doing
man.
this.
women
See,
do
we're not
not.
doing this, Christy. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but that
No,
does not define you as a
women don't
woman.
have to have a
Thank you
prostate
so much.
exam.
You said
What
that
Women
was
do
that?
not
to be
have to have a
respectful.
prostate
Now you're
exam.
just going off.
Christy,
Women do not
are you
have
just
to
up here to
have a
yell?
prostate
What's
exam.
your intention? What are your intentions?
To tell you that you're wrong because men need
How
prostate exams,
how do you intend to
not
go about that?
women.
Nails.
How do you intend to
It's
go about proving that
facts.
I'm wrong?
It's facts. You have to
Right.
have a prostate exam at a
You
certain
gotta
age because
separate
you can
sex and
pretend to be a
gender.
woman all you want,
She's not gonna have a
but you
conversation
still
with
have
her.
male problems because you are a man.
A
Just like
male.
women
What?
will always have
Okay,
women problems
Christy, I
because
would like
they
to
are
take the
women.
energy level down a little. Can we do that? Let's have
Go
a
for it.
conversation. Okay, let's take the
Yeah.
energy down a level. What is a necessary condition for being a woman?
I'm sorry, did you not hear anything that I just said?
Just give me one condition that applies to the entire group. Give me one condition that applies to the entire group. Thank you.
We don't have to have prostate exams. Men do.
Oh,
Some
so
women
the
do.
fact that they don't have to have prostate exams is what makes you a woman. That's the determining factor. When you
Because
think
men
woman,
have
you think, oh, there's a
prostate.
person that doesn't need a prostate exam.
Men need prostate exams, not women. We
Did you know that
need
not all men have
mammograms.
He's
prostate?
not going to have a
We need
conversation.
mammograms, and we
Yelling.
need pap smears.
I don't need a pap smear anymore. Born female. That's not what
And
defines
I'm a
me.
born female and have had a hysterectomy, but I still have to have a pap smear because of my battle with cancer. But what I don't ever have to have is a prostate exam because that's just for men.
It's for males.
Exactly. Men who have
So there's a
prostates.
difference between
Women are
sex
not
and
born
gender.
that way.
Hello. There's a difference between sex and gender.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
You just said, I'm a woman, prove me wrong. You have a prostate. Therefore, you are not a
A
woman.
woman. She didn't say that she is female. She said she's a
It
woman.
says,
Because
I am
gender,
a woman, prove me wrong. You are not
yes,
a
because
woman, nor will you ever
she's
be a
not
woman. You can pretend to be a woman, but you are
female.
not.
She's not
You
female.
are a man.
Okay, why do you hold the same energy with other cisgender women who don't have cancer and don't have endometriosis and don't
What
have
the
all the
fuck
other?
is cisgender?
Oh, you know what it is. I'll give
Okay,
you
No,
Christy,
I really
I'm
don't.
I'm getting
I'm from
a
Texas,
little
and I'm
sense
talking
that
about
you're not
my
here to have a conversation. Thank you for the head mustache. Yeah, I'm getting just a little
I mean,
sense that
seriously.
you're just hostile and that you have no
Well,
intention of
okay,
actually.
excuse me. What is the difference between a woman and a female?
Yeah. So, woman is gender, female is sex.
No, a woman is a
Yes.
female.
A
So what is the
cisgender
difference
woman is
between a woman
a
and a female?
Okay,
cisgender woman is
Christy,
female.
No, don't start
Christy.
bringing up new stuff. Don't, no. Besides cis
Right,
and
so
Oh
what all
no,
other
something is
things
new.
made up,
Okay,
what is the difference between a female and a woman? Now
I
you
just
want to tell
told
me
you.
there's a difference between
One
a
is
man
sex
and a
and one is
male?
gender.
There's
Sex
only two
is
genders.
sex.
Oh my
Christy,
gosh.
Christy,
There's
Christy, can
only
you
two
tell me,
genders.
Christy, you are very angry. Can you tell me why? Maybe we can work through this. Thank you for the hand art. Thank you for stopping.
Okay, let me rephrase what I said earlier. What do you do the same thing to other females? Do you say, well, you don't have cancer, you don't suffer as much as I do, so you're
Excuse
not a
me, putting
female?
the cancer aside, that has absolutely nothing to do with it. But the fact that only
You're
women
I
using
agree,
can
your
it has
get
nothing to do with
uterine
it.
suffering.
cancer
You are
and
using
cervical
your
cancer,
suffering.
you don't
Christy,
have a cervix.
Christy,
You don't have a
Conversation.
uterus.
Christy,
You have a
you're very
prostate.
angry. You're very angry. Can you tell me why?
Yes,
I
because
don't
Why?
I've had to prove that I'm a female my whole entire fucking life on
Oh,
reasons that I had no control over. And then you want to get on here and say, oh, I'm a
hi,
woman, prove
Kesha.
me wrong. You have a prostate. You're wrong.
Christy,
You were born with
Disgusting.
a
this
fucking
is my
dick and
friend Two
balls.
Spirit. Two Spirit has something that she would like to say.
Chrissy, I got a question for you.
What's up?
So you were born a woman?
Yes.
So you came out a full-fledged woman out of your mother's vagina?
Yes, I did.
A full-fledged woman, like 5.5 feet tall, however tall you are? Or
I
I'm
just got
sorry.
double
What?
cash app to kick you.
What
I'm
the
sorry.
hell are you
I
talking
double
about?
cash
What
app to kick
comes
you.
out?
Okay.
God, you don't deserve
Well,
that shit, and no one does. Like our suffering as women is not something we should be using
Yeah.
against each other.
no,
I,
and what I was going to say to her was I had to send Alice, my ovary, out to see if it was cancerous, and it came back benign. So riddle me this, whatever your name was. I can't remember her name.
Christy?
Christy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunty? Sorry, what did you say? Cunty? Christy? Or Cunty? I didn't catch that.
Christy.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was Cunty.
Yeah, we know. It's so frustrating.
I really, really wanted to have a conversation with her, but I couldn't get her to calm down. I couldn't. She was just angry. And it sounds to me like she has reasons to be frustrated with the world.
Yeah.
She's misdirecting that anger. Yeah.
It has
Okay.
nothing to do with trans women.
Yeah.
How are you feeling,
Okay.
Adora?
I am feeling pretty good. My chest is waking up at different phases. So like one will hurt one day, one will hurt the other day.
Well,
It's interesting. Okay, everyone, keep tapping that screen. We are doing a quilt giveaway tonight. It's a Pride quilt and a Pride pillow. The winner will be able to choose whatever Pride flag that they want. We have a subway going right now, and the way that you enter this giveaway is by subscribing. So if you are one of the next 5 subscribers, you will actually everyone who subscribes before the drawing tonight will be entered into this drawing.
Adora,
Do you need to be
have a
present? No, you
picture
do
of it?
not. What was that?
Do you have a picture of it, maybe to show everyone? It might
I
generate some
don't.
more interest.
I don't. I
Okay.
don't have a picture. Yeah. I have the pictures that I have are from outdated models. They're from old prototypes. I don't have an updated one.
Well, you better get on it.
I know. My mom and I love my mom, and I know my mom loves me, but we are terrible at communication. Terrible. Bad business partners. Okay. Just a reminder, we do not talk about previous guests. And actually, if you're a subscriber and you're in my best friend squad, there is a picture on the best friend squad Discord.
You seem a
Let me see if I
little
can get it.
distracted.
I'm gonna get a guest up here, then I'll go get that picture.
Okay.
Oh, did they finally connect? Whoops.
Yes. I'm like, well,
Oops.
sorry.
How you doing, Ahmed?
Hi, Adora. You're right.
I am doing all right. How are you?
I'm very good. The statement.
How old are you,
says-
please?
I'm 30. I'm 30.
Fantastic. And can you prove to me that I'm not a woman?
Right. I was gonna ask you first before I ask you my questions or try to prove you. Are you a woman or a trans woman?
Both.
You're either a woman or you're a trans woman.
Nope, I'm both.
You're both.
I'm also a tall woman. I'm a smart woman. I'm a beautiful woman. I'm an athletic woman. I'm an adventurous woman.
Right.
Breaker of chains, mother of dragons.
You're not a trans. Are you a transgender?
That's
I'm a transgender person. Yes.
Right.
so again, you're either
I
you're
agree. I can.
no, hold
like,
on.
I can
Hold
accept.
on. Hold
I'm
on.
trying to speak to Adora.
Hold on. I don't care. I want to say something. You're either a woman, a trans woman, or a cis woman. One or the other.
You are a woman, a cis woman, right? You're not a cis woman. You can agree to that. But if you're a woman and it's distinctly different to a trans woman, I can accept that. But if you're saying that you are a woman, it could be seen as offensive to cis women who are women or born women, right?
How about don't speak for cis women?
Yeah.
No, are
Okay.
you offended?
So a
Absolutely
lot
not.
of women or women that I
Yeah,
know
but you don't need to be
are
in here
offended.
defending women. So speak for yourself. Do you have a problem with trans women?
I have a problem with a trans woman claiming to be a woman. I accept that Adora is a trans woman.
Trans
We
women
accept
are
that.
women, though.
But they're not cis
Women
women.
is the
So
noun,
So
and
there are,
trans is the adjective, like Adora was already telling you.
right. So every gender, right? Every gender wants to have a safe space. Now, if you are a woman, why transform? Why go to
Transform.
why go through?
Wait. I had to do the Transformer sound.
But if you
I
are
don't know,
if you're
Two
saying
Spirit. Why did you transform?
Right, if you're a woman, why do you need to do any surgery? Why do you need to take any hormones if you're a woman? You are a woman. Why don't you
Sometimes-
remain?
Just wait. Ready?
You're a woman?
Ready? Wait.
Why do you need why don't you need treatment if you are a woman?
Me, Grimlock, no like you. Me, Grimlock, say, you go
Oh my
away.
God.
Adora,
Oh my
I say,
God.
Me,
I want to
Grimlock,
know
no
if you are a
like
woman.
Ahmed.
why do you need to change your gender?
Me Grimlock.
I'm not making a claim to have changed my gender.
You want to go from being you were
Okay,
born a
here I
man
am. Hey.
or you were born a male, and you're changing to and you're claiming now you're a woman. You wasn't a woman. You weren't born a woman. You
Okay.
can't one minute you separate between
So
gender
she
and
wasn't
sex.
born female.
So if you're separating between gender and sex,
Uh-huh.
why do transgenders change their sex to
Gender
conform?
people.
Yeah, why do they change their sex to conform to the new gender
We
identity?
don't.
Conform.
A lot do.
Right, so some people make changes to relieve dysphoria and to affirm their gender. Like, as a cisgender woman, if something happened to my breasts and they were gone, I would probably want some type of surgery or some type of solution to have them back to affirm my gender. Because that's something that I link to my gender that I think makes me feel more womanly, I guess, right? So transgender women
Yeah.
can also think the same thing.
Okay, so if you're a woman, you do realize there's an issue with trans
Issue?
women going into certain spaces that
No, there's
belong
not
to
an
just
issue.
What spaces? What spaces should we not be in?
like in sports, for example, going into the sports, for example.
And what's the issue?
The issue
What
is
is the specific issue?
like you right now, you defeat any woman in a martial arts or any combat sport.
Then you know nothing about what you're talking about. You're
Ahmed,
just
I'm
talking
gonna
out
call
your ass.
bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit
You
because
would,
I
you
Yeah.
would,
actually played.
you would
Ahmed,
beat
I'm
any
speaking.
woman.
Ahmed, I'm speaking. So, if you could kindly mute your mic for a minute, that'd be great. So I played men's semi-pro hockey as a goaltender. I transitioned quite a while ago. I actually played against cisgender women, and you know what happened? I got my ass kicked. I got my ass kicked by cisgender women. I had no advantage. I had no benefit. There was no extra muscle. There was nothing else other than muscle memory that I contained that I still had when I played said sports. I was also a firefighter for 8 years, and I'm no longer strong enough to do the job that I wanted to be able to do and keep doing. Not to say that not transgender people can. It's just for me, I had to withdraw for now, but I will be going back. There was no advantage.
There's not. You're claiming that there's no advantage, but we have
There
seen.
wasn't an advantage.
You're claiming that, but we do see that a lot of
Yeah, because there are
transgender.
So I'm giving you lived experience that there was no advantage. I lost to a cisgender goalie who was my counterpart, and that lived experience isn't enough for you. So where's your source?
The source is there's quite a lot of women who have broken transgender women who've broken cisgendered women's records.
Okay. So Ahmed, if you said there's quite a lot, then if there's quite a lot, then it should be easy for you to provide me with evidence.
Yeah,
If there's quite a no.
Wait.
Me Grimlock say go find sources. I think I need sources.
Yeah, you made the claim that there are quite a lot of transgender women who have broken records in women's divisions. So that means if there are quite a lot, it should be really, really easy for you to provide a source, Ahmed.
One is
Yeah,
Leah
name
Thomas,
two.
the swimmer.
Name two.
Leah Thomas, the swimmer.
Okay, name another one.
Her record lasted less than like 1 day.
She broke a record, didn't she?
1 day.
Yeah,
She
that record was broken during the same event.
She broke a
Ferris
record.
You have a good one. That's a Ferris wheel.
So
Goodbye.
you asked me a question. I answered.
Bye, Ahmed.
Bye, man.
Transform.
I was like, I have a transformer. Yay!
I love the Transformer. I love it.
You need a transformer prop for whenever somebody says transform. You could have props for everything.
Well,
Literally.
I don't want to take them out of the box quite just yet, but there we go.
Did you have the bones? Like, that's not like a TikTok thing. It's just a thing because people say it so much. People say transform like enough.
Damn, it has been we haven't even been doing this an hour. It's already been wild. Okay.
It is something in the air today because all the lives that I've seen today were just.
This morning was okay for me. Okay, let's see. I wrote myself a little script to do in between guests. Thank you so much for the candor. Appreciate it. So yeah, tap and share, guys. Let's get it up to 100,000 likes. Share the live, please. All tapping is appreciated.
Look,
Thank you for the sub.
The office is almost done.
Thank you for
It's
the
so
sub.
pretty. It's so pretty.
Love it. It looks awesome. I can't wait to do my own. I absolutely love the way this has come out. It's so good. So yeah, if you're enjoying this live, guys, please give me a follow. I go live twice a day, almost every day. Oh yeah, I'm taking tomorrow off. That's right. I get days off again. It's been a while since I've had a day off. So this is the last live in a little while for 2 days. I have tomorrow off. I'm excited. Tonight we are doing a quilt giveaway. If you want to be entered into that giveaway, then please subscribe to my channel. All subscribers are automatically entered. We do not talk about previous guests, and if you are a friendly, please do not request. The talent show will still be tomorrow, but that doesn't count as work. This counts as work. Working with these freaking ops counts as work.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. I'm just gonna talk and then I'll mute because I've got a movie playing in the background, so I'm just gonna mute just to be polite so you guys can speak on your behalf. But I want to hear everyone's story first, just knowing different backgrounds of where everyone's history and kind of just share your personal story and your personal challenges with what you're going through, just to get a better idea so I can ask the correct questions.
I want to make sure though that do you have an opposition perspective?
A little bit, yes, but
okay. I'll give you some quick history then. Thank you for the hand hearts. Yeah. So basically, I discovered that I was transgender. I discovered that I was a girl at the age of 4, but I didn't know what being transgender was until my early 20s. I started medical transition in my early 30s. I've now had top and bottom surgery. That is my brief history. I don't know if anyone else wants to share. No one else has to.
No, and that's okay, and that's their personal thing that they don't have to share their story if they're not comfortable with. One question for you: how did you know you were a woman at the age of 4?
That's the age when gender identity develops. Thank you so much for subbing. So yeah, what was his words? Yeah, gender identity develops between the ages of 3 and 7, and at age 4 is when I recognized that I was a girl.
So at the age of 4, because usually for people that find that they're more interested in the opposite sex, I will say, is usually when they hit adolescence, which people hit adolescence from the ages of 12 to 14. Some people it's earlier. It all depends on your genetics. So I'm confused in how you found out that you were a girl when you were at the age of 4, because usually children at that age, and I'm going to put out between 2 to 6, are usually just more interested in just playing around with other kids, extracurricular activities like sports, or even being artists and just being creative. So I'm a little confused on how you found out that you were a girl when you were 4. Like, what was there specific influences that put you to that? Or
All right, hang on. All right, no problem. Definitely not. I grew up in a very patriarchal household. My question to you would be, when you were, say, 7 years old, did you know that you were a girl?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's when gender identity normally develops, from the ages of 3 and 7.
Right, and sexuality is different. Who you're attracted to is different. And it does tend to develop a little bit later. Later than gender identity.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of a question here and trying to put out the right words properly because I don't want to attack anyone. That's not my intent with social media, is to point fingers, attack, and say you're wrong, and then I'm wrong. That's not what social media is about. It's all about just asking questions and seeing people, meeting new people, and that kind of thing. So I guess my next question would be, what do you guys find the most offensive when people start questioning you about just this topic in general?
I mean, there's a lot of aspects of it that I find offensive. For
Yeah,
I don't know.
like to
I
turn
suppose
red.
what's coming to my mind right now is just when they try to invalidate trans identities, which is pretty much all their arguments.
And that's fair. That's totally fair when they start pointing the finger and start going, well, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. It's like, well, if you did your knowledge and you did the facts and you did your research, then you can back up your points and your so-called quote unquote opinions. But if you have no facts and you have no knowledge on what person XYZ is going through, then you have no say in what they can do with their body.
Sorry, I lost you there a little bit.
Well, what I'm saying is, because I pop in a little bit of these lives, just getting knowledge and getting perspectives from other people
Okay, fantastic.
of what goes on, because I'm a mom of 2 kids. Nor do I push this on them, but that's the way I want to raise my kids. If they happen to go down this route, I'll support them.
Nobody pushes being transgender on anyone.
Exactly. It shouldn't be pushed on people, period. It should
It's
be their
not
own
pushed on
willing
anyone.
choice.
I mean, cis heteronormativity is pushed on people every single day.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
was
like
that?
no
Sorry,
one
you
is.
said cis something?
Yep,
Yeah.
cisgender heteronormativity is pushed every single day. Being cisgender, being not transgender is pushed every single day.
Right. So being a straight cisgender woman, I have never had anyone question my sexuality or my gender identity. When I tell someone, there's nothing, oh, cool. But if someone is gay and they tell someone, but they, especially as a child, they get pushback. You haven't met the right person. It's just a phase. No one ever tells a straight person that it's just a phase.
I kind of beg to differ, because there's some people I know where they are straight and they go against the pendulum and they kind of swing on to the other side and they say, well, it is just a phase. It's like, well, maybe it's not. Maybe that's what they
What?
choose in their life. Maybe that's what the route that they want to go, and that's what makes them happy.
That doesn't make it. What did you just say? That didn't make any sense.
I was gonna ask.
When a
A
straight
straight person?
person, when a
Uh-huh.
straight person turns gay or lesbian or
Okay,
goes
well that's
on
not
the
being
the other
straight
spectrum,
then. Then they're not straight.
You don't become
that's what I'm saying, is if a straight
queer.
person goes to being gay or lesbian,
So
Right, that
then they're
doesn't
and
gay or
happen.
lesbian.
That's not
another
a thing that
No,
person
it doesn't
happens.
happen. We've been
another
trying to
person's
convince you now
view
that she's
is,
gay.
they say to that person, well, it's just a phase, you'll fade out of it, you'll go back to being
That
straight.
was my
Well,
point.
maybe
But the
not.
person isn't straight though.
That's my point, is it's not a phase. That's the life they
Okay, I
choose.
agree that it's not a phase. I think maybe it's just your language here that's a little
Yeah.
confusing. Maybe we are on the same page, but people who are queer, even if we're in the closet, we're still queer. Like even if we're telling people that we're straight, we're still queer.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right. So did you have like an opposition? Because you said you did. Where's the
Yeah.
opposition?
My opposition on all of this is, whatever gender you're born in, that's what you're given at birth.
No,
If
that's
you
sex.
choose,
That's
if
sex.
you
No, no,
choose,
no, 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 no. That's sex.
If you choose to stay that way, that's your life, that's your choice. If you want to change it,
Not a
you have
choice.
full obligation to change it.
But it's not a choice
or an obligation.
or an obligation, yeah. It's not a choice. Adora talked about this in the very beginning about how your gender identity develops in the brain when you're a child.
I find that odd because a child is a child. It just develops over time. You don't become a mature person until for women, it's at the age of 25. For males, it's at the age of 36, 38, around
I
there.
haven't heard that before. Different people mature at different times. There's no
Yeah.
Mentally
38.
mature, absolutely.
Right.
Bodily, it's the age. Mentally, they mature differently, absolutely.
Bodily, they mature at different ages too.
Yeah.
That's what I said, is women mature bodily at the age of 25. Men mature at the age of 36 to 38. Mentally, it's all depends on life experiences,
What are these numbers?
education,
How are
and
these
what you've
numbers
gone through
relevant
in
to the
life.
conversation?
We were talking about maturity, and that's how that age
So you're
numbers came up.
saying that a 30-year-old man is actually a boy still? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, like what? Yes.
Okay.
What?
All right. That's a first.
Yeah. So again, like
I'm
children
so
are.
confused right now.
This is weird. So, is someone who's 30, if you're saying that you can't know your gender identity because you're not mature, we shouldn't believe anyone's gender identity until they reach this magical age that you just said. So, like, men cannot identify as
It's
men
not a magical
until they're
age.
38?
These aren't magical ages.
Well, so
Sorry
where's
for
your source
interrupt.
then?
My apologies for interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Where's your source then?
All doctors,
All doctors?
every single research that you
38.
can put out there is on
What should
every
I
single
Google?
doctor's website.
I feel like
If
there's some kind of miscommunication here. Thank you for the head mustache. What should I be looking for here for this source?
are you going on the internet right now?
Yeah.
Okay. When you put in Google search, Google what is the maturing age for a female or male, whichever one.
Females, I got puberty. At what age do females fully mature? I got 32. My source is medium.com. I don't know what medium.com is.
We'll be specifically looking for the answers of maturity specifically in an age number.
Okay, and again, how does this have anything to do with gender identity?
Yeah, like literally, yeah. Physical development in girls, what to expect.
So you're basically saying that like no one can know who they are until they're like almost old enough to be unalive? Like what? It's kind of ridiculous.
I'm not finding any credible. The only source I found that says that backs what you said is a .com. I don't trust .coms. Ages that define the life of every woman. She is her first class. Finds the one at 27, earns the most at 39. Gives up bikinis at 48. Okay, yeah, that's.
You could just Google like the hypothalamus and like how gender identity develops. And gender identity develops when you're a child. It has nothing to do with the age of maturity, which varies per person. I would say anecdotally, right? We talk to 53-year-olds in here that are very immature or act immature. All over the place. All over, like we can talk to super mature 18-year-olds and very immature 18-year-olds.
And sometimes 47-year-olds.
Yeah, so.
I give it the crown. Oh boy.
You're not talking. We can't hear you. Your mic's muted.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm just reading and I'm letting you guys speak and ask questions or anything like that.
Right. Well, we've said a lot, so it's your turn to respond.
Yep.
I'm so confused. This is
I know, and it's just strange to me that we trust cisgender kids to know their identity, but if a transgender kid says their identity, it's like, nope, you're not mature enough. It doesn't make sense.
yeah. And I tried. Like when I knew that I was different at 5 years old, Adora said hers was 4. That was my earliest experience that I remembered that I was different than everyone else, and I didn't understand why that was. Why was no one seeing the girl that I knew me to be? And why was I stuck in this deadly masculine body?
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Well, I got two. First of all, are you guys in the States or in Canada?
Both.
States for me.
Both? Okay, so
Yeah,
for the
Yeah, I'm
people,
Canada.
States, Canada.
Yep.
okay. So I can't see the whole user there, but the person that's in Canada, have you heard, you guys probably in the States too have heard of this. There were protests across Canada that were about basically leaving the children out of these conversations, out of this
That would be like leaving trans
transgender
people
and
out of
stuff like,
trans conversations.
yeah, basically.
Yeah. Leaving trans people out of trans
For
conversations makes no sense.
specifically talking about the people that are against this, like, sorry, not against, that are with leaving children out of a trans conversation, period. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I guess, what are your thoughts on the
Sorry, my dog was
protests
jumping on
in
my shoulder.
general?
So let me ask you, what do you think the protests were?
I don't know a whole lot about it. I heard about it briefly from the people I follow on here because they went live on their accounts while they were there. So all I saw was a lot of physical attacks to both sides of the protests, and I had to stop watching it because I don't like seeing that at all. I'd rather read up about it, who attended, what everything was about, and everything like that. And I haven't seen any articles yet come out because this was, I believe, Wednesday this week. So literally 2 days ago, and I haven't seen any articles locally yet, let alone anything from other provinces.
So question, when you were watching these lives, were you watching for people for the march or against the march?
It was a 50-50 split. The ones that I saw in the time frame, because I was at work at the time and I was just on my lunch break. No, buddy, just hold on. Oh, sorry, guys, hold on.
So I just don't understand. How did we get here? How did we get here?
Talking about children, right? And then she kind of moved to the maturity, implying that children are not mature enough to know their gender identity. And then we got to this. I think that's what I followed.
Sorry, guys, just give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna get my son a drink here.
So I think she's leaning towards like leave the kids out of this type thing, but she's very calm. It's hard to tell.
Guys, while we are waiting for them to come back, please tap that screen and share the live. We are doing a quilt giveaway tonight, a quilt and pillow giveaway tonight. They will be pride colors of your choice. They are handmade by my mom, and if you want to be entered into this, then subscribe to my channel. All subscribers are automatically entered.
While we're waiting for her, I had someone go off on me in my live last night, because of just the mom saying that she wouldn't support her kid, if they're trans and you need to wait till you're 18. And lately, like this, that's why, anybody who gives a shit about why I react the way I do, these children need love and support. And it's incredibly frustrating to listen to parents that will not even take the time to understand their own child.
Yeah. It's absolutely
Sorry
infuriating.
guys about that.
You're good.
I agree with you.
So
Is
the
your
reason
first
why
name
I asked
Mel?
you
Is that what it says in your account
was
there?
because there was a lot of misinformation being spread at these events. So that's why I wanted to know what you thought the event was.
I thought it was specifically just about leaving the children out of labeling pronouns, finding their gender identity and leaving it out of schools and such. I thought that was mainly the gist of the whole thing. But from what I'm understanding, there's more to it than that. There's more information that needs to be shared, and people aren't willing to share what it's about.
Okay, but that's not what this live is about. This live is about am I a woman?
I don't want to argue with that, because if you claim you're a woman, you're a woman. That's what you want to call yourself. You are free and willing to do that.
Okay, so my next question would be, do you think that I'm a woman?
Well, I don't know you personally.
Well, you do know that I say that I'm a woman.
Why would you have to know someone?
Yeah. Pardon me?
This is what we talked about like a while ago, right? Like I said that no one ever, like I can tell someone I'm straight and they're like, okay, cool. Or I can tell someone I'm a woman and they hear my voice and they're like, okay, cool. Why can't you just believe a trans woman when they say they're a woman? Why was there hesitation there?
Because I shouldn't say I have a hard time believing it. I'm coming around to it. That when people transition, they have the right to claim which gender they are. They do.
But that's not the question. The question is not do we have the right. The question is what do you think?
If you've gone through all the surgeries and you've done everything, yes, you're a woman.
And what about the fact, okay, what was I 8 months ago on January 30th when I was just about to go through surgery, but I hadn't yet gone through surgery? What was I then?
In my brain, I'd classify you as a male because you still had male genitalia.
Okay, so you
that's just where the brain's at.
So
Do you recognize that there's a difference between sex and gender? Because you're right that I'm male. I am male.
Right. So what was her gender on that day?
Yeah.
I would say a male until the surgery was complete.
That wasn't right. Mm-hmm. What is the difference between sex and gender?
Gender is what you identify as. Sexuality is what you choose to be intimate with. That's where I see the definition between the two.
So I'm talking about sex as in your biological sex, not who you're attracted to, as in your genitalia, your chromosomes, your gonads, your neurological sex, your hormonal sex. Those are the 5 sex characteristics, all grouped into one. That is your sex. Sex is male, female, intersex, etc. It's not lesbian, gay, etc. Gender is psychological and social, meaning it's your internal sense of self. It's how you present, how you're perceived, etc.
Fair enough.
So gender would be terms like man, woman. Sex would be terms like male, female.
Then I would classify you then as a male on that date.
Correct. I'm a male now. I was a male then. And my question is, what was my gender that day?
I'm gonna say female. I feel like this is a trick question.
It's not. It's really. I promise you. I'm not trying to trick you. We just went over the differences between sex and gender. Did you understand what I said?
A little bit, but kids are in the background, kind of screaming there a little bit. So just slow down just a little bit there.
Gotcha. So sex is biological, Sex would be terms like male and female and intersex. It refers to basically your chromosomes and your reproductive system, etc. There's more to it than that, but that's a simplified version. Gender, on the other hand, would be terms like man and woman and non-binary, and that refers to your internal sense of self.
Okay. That clears it up a little bit. After I get off of here, I like to research this stuff. I like to consume myself with knowledge about everything as much as I can. So after this, I'll go and do more research and just
Right,
look
so one
up
of the big
different
things
facts.
is research the differences between sex and gender. Make sure you're using like, not .com sources, like actual. Well, I mean, there are some in Canada though. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
It's hard up here in Canada because everything is either .com, and anything that's usually .org or .ca is usually someone's personal views on certain things, so it's kind of hard to decipher
That
what's
doesn't
true
make
and what's
sense.
false. It really doesn't. I don't like it at all. Like, I don't even watch the news half of the time. I rather go and look up the sources on the internet of someone typing everything out and reading it rather than hearing someone spitball their ideas on cable. I had to shut my cable off because of that.
So
But I want
I,
to go
I'm
ahead. Go
gonna
ahead.
just add to this because I'm from Canada, but I'm a guest in Adora's live, and Adora has a specific topic that we're talking about, and we kind of got off topic. I know how hard it is in Canada, but Adora, she knew who she was when she was 4, and I knew who I was in 1980. So this is nothing new. This is nothing new, and I'm from Canada.
Mm-hmm. Well, absolutely. I'm for that this is not a 21st century. I'm going to put this with quotations, problem is what comes to mind. This has been going on for years. This has always been a battle for years. It's just now blown up since the
Yes.
pandemic of all of this. And everyone is, and I mean everyone in the world, doesn't matter who you are, everyone is
Right,
blowing
I promise
up
you, we
about
know. I
this.
promise you.
And it's
Yeah, but there's
everywhere.
specific things happening in the United States that is spilling over into Canada right now that caused all of this, right? It has nothing to do with the pandemic. People make a claim that, oh, people got bored during the pandemic, so now more people are trans. It's just ridiculous. So just look up like how gender actually develops in the brain, in the hypothalamus, what ages this develops, because it's children. Because like being transgender is not making choices on your gender. Lots of people like to think that. There's tons of misinformation.
Oh, exactly. There is tons of misinformation. What kind of stuff is happening down in the States from what you guys have seen? I haven't seen a whole lot.
Bella!
Well, I don't live there, but what kind of stuff has happened in the States
Can
regarding this stuff?
we not continue to get off topic? I would like to stick to the topic.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll pop off because I see you added 2 more people, so I'll pop off to let them
Well, those
speak, and you can talk to them or.
they are friends of mine.
Oh, well, hello.
I think right now it may be a good time for you to do more research, though, because you really gotta try to understand the differences between gender and sex to understand how Adora is a woman and male.
Oh no, completely agree. Everyone could use more research when it comes to this kind of stuff. So,
Okay.
I'm
You have a
gonna
good day.
abide. You guys too, and you have a blessed day.
Bye.
Under his eye.
Okay. All right, everyone, tap and share, please. If you are enjoying these conversations, please give me a follow. I go live twice a day, almost every day. Also, follow my amazing panel. I have some exciting news. Mel and I are doing the Adora Mel duo live this Friday. We're finally going to get that done. I did not have the energy immediately after surgery like I thought I would. I don't know why I thought I would, but so yeah, we're doing it this coming Friday.
Did you pick a time yet?
Have we picked a time, Mel?
No, I
No, we
mean,
haven't picked a time.
stop it. I don't know. It might just be like normal Adora live time. I don't know.
Normal
Cool.
Adora live time. Is that on the clock? Just curious.
Yeah, everyone knows what time
Yeah,
that
right
is
there,
now.
right there. It's time for a new mustache that once lost its adhesive. Okay. Yes. Also, we're doing the giveaway tonight. It's a pride quilt and a pride pillow. I know it doesn't say pillow up there. It'll be whatever pride flag you want it to be. If you win, if you want to enter the drawing, then subscribe. All subscribers are automatically entered. I will send out a notifications to get all my subs in here watching as much as we possibly can. Thank you for the crown.
Somebody said Adora.
And yeah, we're doing that at 10 o'clock tonight, guys. We got half an hour. Once it hits 9:30, we are going to go sub only for the remainder of the debate live. So we're going to get people up here right now. If you're a friend, you are loved, but please do not request. And if you are requesting to talk to or about a previous guest, please do not do that. Everyone tap away them. Tap and share, tap and share. How you doing today, Miss Watts?
This will
Miss
be my
Suncat.
husband having some questions. I just had a quick question.
How old are you, please?
I do have. Pardon?
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Fantastic. And proceed.
It's not necessarily to do with your question. I just am more curious of. I know a couple of trans people, and it seems as if it happened more organically. They're a little older. They're about 40 years old. Do you think some of the stuff going on nowadays may not be happening organically?
What do you mean organically? Do you
As
think
in,
that
if
people are being influenced to be trans?
a small portion, possibly.
No, I don't.
Not in like mass numbers. You know what I mean?
Right, and if someone is trying to be like their friends, then that's going to wear off real fast. If they pretend, if they try to trick themselves into believing that they're a gender that they're not, they're going to feel wrong. They're going to feel like it's not going to work, and they're going to go back to being the gender that they are.
There's also a lot of steps that they go through during therapy where therapists like myself are trained to pick up on those things, and we're not going to allow somebody to go medically transition who is not actually trans. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious of, because I do know some people, and it feels like it is organic and it is a real thing. I do believe that.
Okay, was there anything else?
That was it.
You have a good one?
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna walk Nacho, I guess, before it gets dark and I get attacked by coyotes. So I'll be listening. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Thank you for coming up. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. Let's see if we can hit 150,000 likes. Freaking cat hair all over the place. That's why I'm rubbing my nose constantly. I love my cats, but my God. Okay, this person's not connecting. Thank you for the crown. This person's not connecting either. Robin, you are next. Hello, Robin.
Hey, Adora. How are you?
Doing all right. How old are you, please?
I'm 34. 34.
Fantastic. Thank you for the hand heart. And can you prove to me that I'm not a woman?
So I don't want to necessarily get into that too fast. So can I just ask a question? Because I am genuinely curious.
Okay, go for it.
Why do you feel, what makes you feel like you're a woman? Because I'm assuming you were born male, right? Your birth
My
certificate
internal sense
says
of self.
your, sorry?
My internal sense of self.
Your internal sense of self. Okay. And what does that mean? And I'm just asking, I guess, blindly because I was born a woman. I don't necessarily know what it means to have an internal sense of self to want to be a man. So I'm just curious as to what that means, and it's only to gain perspective, to be honest.
I
That's
mean,
not
it's hard to describe an internal sense of self. It's just a truth that you know about you.
And when did you discover that internal sense of self? Sorry, my dogs are going
4 years old.
4 years old. How do you know that at 4 years old?
That's the age that gender identity develops for everyone,
Okay.
between the ages of 3 and 7.
So what is it about being a woman that intrigues you so much? And again, I don't mean any harm by my questions. I'm genuinely asking out of curiosity.
I wouldn't say it's something that I'm intrigued by. It's just something that I am.
Okay. And I guess my question would be, and why? I mean, why do you feel that way?
Because it's who I am. It's just a core part of me. I couldn't tell you why I was born this way. My gender identity developed this way. Gender identity hypothalamus. So that's
And
who I am. Hello,
when
Kelly.
did you start transitioning?
Medically, I started transitioning at 33.
Medically at 33. Okay.
Yes.
So if you internally feel like you're a woman, why do you want people to prove you wrong?
I don't want to be proven wrong. What I want is to have a genuine conversation to help destigmatize the existence of trans people and be visible to closeted and questioning trans people.
As if it's some sort of, I guess, a demeaning sense of way? Do you feel like you're being infuriated by that, I guess, is the question?
No, I mean, I won't lie. Some of my guests infuriate me. That is a true statement. But no, when people just saying that, hey, I don't think you're a woman, that doesn't get under my skin.
Okay. Well, it's something that I struggle to comprehend, and I never, mean any disrespect by that statement, of course. But I was just wanting to jump on to just really get some insight on what that means. Just because it seems like, I know someone mentioned earlier that this has been going on for years, but it has never been accepted, I guess, by society. And now it's being more accepted and open. And all of a sudden, it just seems like it's something that everyone has dreamed of being since they were 4. And I mean, it's strange. I have a 4-year-old.
What?
So
being transgender is very uncommon. It's approximately 0.4% of the population. I've heard numbers as high as 0.6% of the population.
Okay.
We're pretty rare. It's approximately 1 in 200 people.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And was this something kind of that you were thinking of, from a medical standpoint, transitioning prior to, I guess, three years ago?
I wish that I had transitioned I wish I had started medical transition in my teens. That doesn't mean surgery. That means therapy, puberty blockers, hormones. I was aware of being transgender in my early 20s, and I was hoping that I definitely had surgery on my mind at that time.
Okay. And
Dora?
excuse me for being ignorant, but I wasn't aware, until just 3 years ago that it was possible to do that. But perhaps I've lived under a rock. But Dora, I appreciate, I never want to get into any sort of debate about this because I respect everyone for who they are. So I appreciate you answering my questions.
No problem.
Cheers.
You have a good one?
She brought up a valid point. I was just curious, when was your earliest memory, I guess, when you decided that in your little 5-year-old mind that surgery might be an option? Like, when do you think that was? Because I remember specifically for me, it was 5 as well. But I didn't understand what that meant.
I mean, I never considered surgery for myself until my early 20s, but I would wish every single night, every night that I would go to bed, I would wish on the evening star that I would wake up a girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's with my Catholic upbringing that was forced upon us here in Canada. Being Indigenous, that was when we had a lot of our culture and stuff taken from us, and then here I am being fed a theology by the Catholic Church. That I prayed that, God, can you just make me a normal man? Can you just make me a normal woman? This in-between thing is killing me. And I would pray every night, just wake up and hope and pray that we would
Were you
be.
Catholic, Hot Dog, as well growing up? Did you follow that religion? Is that why you said you prayed just to be a quote unquote normal man?
That wasn't
Or,
me who said that.
oh, sorry. Who is that? No.
That was Two Spirit.
Oh, okay. I only see. Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Sorry, Two Spirit. I don't know who's talking ever. But were you? I mean, were you religious at that age? Is that why you said you prayed for?
No, I was fed a theology of religion. If you understand Indigenous peoples of Canada, let alone the States and what happened with colonization, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably something I could study. Interesting. Okay. I'm just curious, I mean, as to how it changes, what you feel when you go through it, and I'm learning, right? I'm so oblivious and ignorant when it comes to this. I actually try to stay out of it, but it popped up and I'm like, hey, you know what? I might as well just ask some questions.
I mean, I have a little bit of a different experience than both Two Spirit and Adora. However, I can tell you as early as even before I was in school, so just to introduce myself, I'm a cisgender woman. However, I am a masculine presenting cisgender lesbian. And even before grade school, I would fight my mother on anything feminine. Like, so that alone tells you how gender identity developed way before you even know what any of this stuff means. It's natural. It's a natural development within the brain.
I grew up a pretty hardcore tomboy. I would fight my mother as well, wearing dresses. I was like, no, thanks. I'm not into that. I just want to play sports. But then, 13 hit. And so I guess everyone is different. And even now again, it's probably ignorant of me to ask these questions, but I can't seem to comprehend the idea of how it works. And psychology is just fascinating. The difference of each of our individualities. And I'm a Christian as well, but I won't go into all of that. So again, but I can appreciate your guys' standpoint by all means.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to say, Robin?
No thanks. Cheers.
All right. Thank you so much for coming up. You have a good day.
You as well. Bye.
Hello, North Omaha Cat Lady. How you doing?
Well, hello, how are you?
I am
I
doing
saw
all
that
right.
you were on and I thought I'd pop by. It was good to see you in the other live today. There was some very wild lives I was in.
It's been a wild day today. It's been a very wild day today.
It has been, and it was sort of exhausting, so I had a subscriber only live, which was quite lovely.
I used to do those too.
I have that same crown.
No, you do? Awesome. I got this from a follower.
Oh my gosh, we're twins.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, they can send me these gifts, and then I have little props for all of them, and I'll stack them. Like if I get two gifts at the same time, like the cowboy hat and this, I like wear them both at the same time.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, we have a lot of fun. I got a little lemonade. I got my glasses.
Nice.
We have a lot of fun here.
You have all the props. I just have naughty props that say things that are bad. But I blame them on my cat. But
You need some of those, Adora.
well, yeah, and it's funny. I promise. This is very handy in life. This is the Insultinator. It
Ooh, that was
actually,
fun.
it's a little button, and you push it, and it insults you. And they're quite elaborate insults. And
Oh my
then
God.
I have the 0F button.
Oh my God, I need
And
that.
oh my gosh, yes. This one isn't the greatest. I wouldn't recommend that one. No bullshit. And then I have one that is, oh, there it is. This was my very first one, and it was given to me by a friend who, everyone has a friend who's actually like their nicest friend. And she's like genuinely sweet person, and that was a gift to me for like my birthday. So I have all my buttons, but
Thank you for the corgi. Thank you for subbing. Yeah,
but I just
that's amazing.
I'm glad that Robin came up and was what do I want to say? It's not really courageous, but it had the chutzpah enough to ask some questions instead of assuming.
Yep.
And I don't
So
know
many
if
people. Yeah.
if you know, first of all, I'm 57 and I am bisexual, sapio, demi, and fluid. And I'm
What does
an
that mean?
old.
I don't know what that means.
Which one?
The last part.
Fluid?
Gender fluid.
Oh, gender fluid. Okay. Okay.
Sorry. No, I'm a liquid. Yeah. But it's funny because I'm growing up in the 70s and 80s. When I first got in, I started going to my first Pride. I was 19, but it was GLBT then. So you got gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and you had to hammer yourself into one of those pegs, or try your damnedest to, and it didn't always work very well. And now it's sort of a relief because it seems like we're finally figuring out that gender is a spectrum, and you can be more than one. And I'm very comfortable with that. And I think there was one thing she said, it was almost made it sound like being transgender was trendy. And it's like, no, Robin, it's not. Not meaning to correct her in a bad way, but
yeah,
I think we're seeing more in the press because everyone is demanding that you don't be treated like shit. Oh my gosh. No, it's not okay. And the same thing happened in the 90s when we were getting things like hate crime statutes through. It was like everyone was like, oh, well, you just want to be gay. It's like, yeah, so you can come and beat us up?
Yeah, like literally, where are the perks? When do I get the perks that they all think that we have?
Yeah. It was like, there's got to be an easier way to be popular than worrying about being killed in Loring Park in Minneapolis,
Oh my God, I'm so lucky I'm in a safe area.
Well, I mean, that was back we actually had I won't go into it, but there was a bad person in Loring Park, but that was back in the 90s, and they did catch him. So, but I just wanted to stop by and say hi and spread a little love to you and tell you to keep up the good work and all that.
Thank you so much. Everyone's trying to make me look silly by giving me all the props while you're here.
All the props. Put all the props on him. Put all the props on him.
North
You
Omaha.
cannot look silly to me.
Can I ask you something?
Mustache. I love the mustache.
Kasha, I think her name
now,
is
Adora,
Rose.
what are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her. Okay.
And what are yours, please? Sorry.
Mine are I don't care.
I don't care. All right.
I really don't. I guess it's because, okay, I'm 5'9". I'm built like a brick shithouse. I have a low speaking voice. I was always the biggest kid. Hopefully I was there. I always hoped that there'd be a boy taller than me in class. And I've been.
Can you hear me?
I've been misgendered my entire life. My entire life. And I was like, well, you get to a point, it's like, well, am I going to get upset every time someone does it? Well, no, because 99.9% of the time it's accidental. And I'm just like, whatever, I don't care.
Same.
And some days I feel more male, and some days I feel more female. I look great in a beard, and I look great in a tux, I can tell you that.
I believe it. Cash, I believe you have something you would like to say?
Yeah, North Omaha. I had a question for you because I also grew up in the 70s and 80s. Did you find, because I'll never forget, like when I knew that I was different, my mom, she had a friend that was gay, and the ridicule, the bullying, the anger, the animosity that poor guy got thrown at him
Yeah.
was awful. And did that defer you from what you saw to come out? Because it sure as hell did to me. I was afraid for my life.
Excuse me. I didn't really have like an epic moment of coming out. It was sort of gradual going, oh yeah, I kind of like everyone. And it was like in college, and it was like, well, I had girlfriends, I had boyfriends. I'm like, I was like, well, I don't really see anything wrong with that. And I guess if anybody asked me, I would tell them. I didn't, I always, like I said, my very first Pride, I was 19. I went in New York City, 1985 was my first Pride. I went right into the deep end. So and my brother came out to me when I was 13. He was 15. So it didn't seem odd. It just seemed like it was part of both of us. So it wasn't a difficult thing to do.
Okay, well, yeah, I think, like, I don't know where you grew up. I grew up in Canada, in a white conservative Christian town, where Native people already weren't thought very highly of. There's a lot of racism. And just for being Native, I was already fearing for my life, let alone if someone knew I was Two-Spirit, let alone transgender, I would be in even bigger trouble, if that makes sense. So I was just curious if you experienced that, because that actually scared the shit out of me, and that's why I didn't come out sooner.
I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, which is a red state. And then my first year in college was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is even worse. That's the middle of the Bible Belt. But we went to all the gay bars down there. And so there was a community that was very tight-knit, very, very close. We looked out for each other. And then I was in Chicago, I was in New York, and then I settled in Minneapolis, which is very progressive. So I was in Minneapolis in my 20s. So that was a very, very large community and very affirming. So it was a good place to be young and gay in the 80s and 90s was Minneapolis. But I wouldn't have, thinking back to being a kid, there was not the very first Pride in Omaha, I think, had 6 people. And I was actually, when I moved back here in 2012, and I was actually a little afraid to go to Pride. Because every year at Pride in Minneapolis, there was always a large contingent of people that would come up from Omaha and Sioux City and Des Moines and Fargo and all of these Midwestern towns all around, because it wasn't safe to go to Pride there, and Omaha was one of them. But I found that Omaha's Pride has changed a lot. So Omaha's Pride is huge, considering it's a Midwestern town. Yeah. And it seems like it's getting bigger every year. So we've got a really good community here.
Sure.
That's good. That always makes me happy.
Yeah.
North Omaha, I also wanted to just say one last thing to you. Thank you for getting me through the pandemic with your humor, because I was actually trapped at BC Children's Hospital with my son, and that's when I was introduced to TikTok, and I laughed my ass off at a lot of your videos. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, I'm glad. It's funny because I don't know when you started TikTok. I started in June of 2020.
Yeah, I think it was, it was a little bit earlier, but I'll never forget it. Yeah, those videos were cracking me
And
up.
I gotta tell you, honestly, I had zero experience. I did not know how to work TikTok when I first got on here. I had never made a video. And
I still barely know what I'm doing.
Well, right. I actually Googled all of my questions. And I honestly thought I was going to get on here and it was going to be like Facebook. I'd find a few high school friends and we'd make a few silly videos and that'd be it. So
I love going back to my early videos and seeing how silly they were, because I had no direction, didn't know what I was doing with my page. It's fun going back, seeing the old stuff.
Right, and I look
don't
like I
feel
don't.
bad. I've been an IT tech for 28 years, and I still don't get TikTok. So
I don't know, Adora. Even your older stuff is good, I think. I don't.
All right.
I find
What do
it
you
to be
consider to be my
challenging.
older stuff, Mel?
The stuff that you've been sharing lately from like a couple years ago, maybe?
No, I got much older stuff.
How long have you been on Adora?
21. I think, I don't know exactly when, but 21.
21, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been kind of a wild ride, and it's been a lot of fun. I've met a lot of really awesome people, and gotten to do some things I never thought I'd ever do. So
Same. It's been wild. I can only imagine what it's like for you.
well, luckily, I mean, I live in a Midwestern town, so Omaha's only 500,000 people, so it's not a very large, and it's not like I live in Chicago. But we had a TikTok booth at Minneapolis Pride, and Shining Nathan was there, and that Midwestern Mom, and Potty Mouth Pollyanna, and May's Place. And I didn't realize how exhausting that would be, because it was person after person after person after person coming up to you. And I had some people like burst into tears in my arms, and I'm like, oh my God. And it was the second day we were there, Shining Nathan is like 35 years old. He's as cute as a bug. Oh my God. And he looked at me Sunday morning. He goes, I am so tired. I'm like, so am I. I'm 20 years older than you, though. But it was an interest. I would like to go back and do that again. But I guess there are green rooms privileges you can get. So if you need to get something to eat, they can take you in a golf cart. And if you need a quiet place to like decompress, you can go to their green room and just go where it's quiet and there's no one around. Because I've never done that in my whole life, and it was like, oh my God. Because Minneapolis Pride is enormous. And after the parade, it was, I felt bad for that Midwestern mom. She was just pumped, because she's from Minnesota. And so hers was, she could hardly turn around without somebody coming up to her. And it was like, oh my God. So, but it was a lot of fun. If you ever get a chance to do something like that, do it. Because the people really liked meeting. I mean, and I met a lot of friends there that I had not met before, and they're personal friends now, and we communicate and everything like that. So these are not just online relationships; they're real life and relationships. I've met quite a few TikTokers in person.
Same. That's how I am with a lot of my panelists. We are real life friends now.
Yeah. Well, I hope you always have an Auntie Rosie.
Thank you so much.
So I have a big family, and you're part of it. Okay.
That makes me happy. That puts a genuine smile on my face. Right. Thank you so much.
Well, you have a good night. I don't want to take over your live. You have a great live, and I will talk to you later. Okay, sweetie? It was good meeting everyone here. Two-Spirit, I will give you a follow. Sweetie, hang on.
Have a good night.
There you go. Gotcha. All right. Got everyone. Mel. Follow Mel. Okay, gotcha. All right. I will see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was so cool. That made me happy.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, I love the Hyrule insignia behind you. That's cool.
Zelda.
Okay, everyone, we have 8 more minutes until the drawing starts tonight. We are going to start at 10 o'clock sharp, so we will do one quick conversation. But if you want to be entered into the quilt and pillow giveaway, they are Pride quilts, Pride pillows, any Pride flag you want them to be, handmade by my mom. Then subscribe to my channel. All subscribers are automatically entered. So if you want your chance at winning that, then please subscribe. If you do end up winning and you don't want a Pride quilt, because, I don't know, maybe you're cisgender heterosexual. I'm sorry. It does happen, but I'm sorry if you are. You can also choose a gift basket of equal value. Equal value would be $170,
Or you
including
could
shipping.
donate that money to a good cause, like
Or
the
you can
Trevor
donate that money.
Project, maybe.
Or you can donate that money. Yes. Okay, so that's happening in 7 minutes. We're going to bring up a guest real quick. How much are the Pride quilts? Normally $115 for the quilts, including shipping. Shipping is included in all expenses, in all costs, in all prices. And the large pillows are $55, small pillows are $45. If you would like to come up to have a very quick discussion, let me know in comments right now. I'm trying to bring people up. We're going to start at 10 o'clock sharp, guys. How you doing, Spooky?
Hey.
How old are you, please?
18.
18, fantastic. And can you prove to me that I am not a woman?
One quick thing. What are you gonna do about Project 2025?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so pretty much in 2025, there's a whole act coming out where people can fire people and completely just get rid of their jobs because of what they think about somebody. So like, since you're like trans or whatever, they could like fire you because of that.
Yeah, I don't support that.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
People
And
should not be fired because they're
what?
trans.
Yeah, okay. And so what makes you a woman?
But that's discrimination. That doesn't even make sense. It
Yeah.
sounds a little ridiculous.
What makes me a woman is my internal sense of self.
What does that mean?
Is JFK still alive? Spooky? Is JFK
Yeah.
still alive?
What?
Is JFK still alive? This will just answer my next.
No.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so what does that mean?
Just because there's a lot of quackpots out there that believe that shit. I just wanted to you believe that so I could know where you're coming from.
No. Like, where did like the host go?
She probably had to pee.
Oh, I can still hear you. I can still hear everything.
Okay, there. She's still here.
I'm here. You can keep asking.
Oh, okay. So what was that internal thing?
Yeah, my internal sense of self says that I'm a woman.
Okay. Is there anything proving that?
My internal sense of self?
Yeah. Like with like science and stuff, right? Like males are XY.
That's how gender is defined. Gender is psychological and social. It develops in the hypothalamus between the ages of 3 and 7.
Spooky, did
Okay,
you
but
go in a
like,
science book to figure out that you were a man? Just
No.
curious. I'm just curious because that seems
No.
also silly.
I mean, it's not that hard. Like, okay, what's on your birth certificate?
What's on my birth certificate? My birth certificate says that I am male.
Yeah.
I do not deny
Yeah.
that I am male.
Is
Sex and gender are different things. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit fast because we're limited on time. Sex and gender are different things. Sex is biological, meaning your chromosomes, your genitalia, etc. Gender is psychological and social. Different things, defined differently. My sex is male. My gender is woman.
So then it's technically impossible to prove you wrong if it's just opinion based.
It's not my opinion that I'm a woman. I am a woman.
You just said it was your internal, which is your opinion.
Right. It's you definitely can't tell me what my internal sense of self is. However, we do
Yeah,
know that
exactly.
gender.
So what's
We
the
do
point
know.
of this
We do know.
if I can't
We
prove
do
you
know
wrong?
that we do know that gender identity develops in the hypothalamus, in the brain.
Okay, you just said that nobody can tell you what you want to be. So what's the point of this?
The point is to have a
You
genuine
say
conversation
it's your
about
opinion,
trans
and your
identities.
opinion isn't.
Did you hear what I
No,
said?
I'm just wondering. Like, if nobody can change your opinion, then how can I prove you
No,
wrong?
my
Since
opinion
all
can be
opinion based.
if you could present me with facts or evidence or a really good argument that is contrary to mine and defeats mine, then I will adopt that. I will say, you know what, you are right, I am wrong, I am a man.
Yeah. So you are a man.
No, I'm a woman.
You just said you were a man.
Are you kidding me right now?
Did you
It's
not?
like you're not listening.
I literally just said, if you could provide me with evidence, I will
Yeah,
say
I
you
know.
are right,
I know.
I
I
am
know. But
wrong, I'm a man.
earlier, you said that you would not deny that you are not a male.
Correct. I do not deny that I am male. Male refers to my sex.
Yeah.
Woman refers to my gender. Sex and gender are different things.
Okay, so then how am I supposed to change your opinion on what your gender is going to be if it's all opinion based?
By showing her actual facts from a credible source. That's what she's telling you.
What facts is it? What facts? It's opinion based.
Thank you for the sub.
Like, okay. How many genders are there? Do you think that there are?
107 genders around
All
the
right,
world
it
that
is 10
have been
o'clock,
confirmed.
guys. It is 10 o'clock. We are doing the giveaway. It is time. I'm excited, a little bit nervous because I've never done anything like this before. I don't really know how well it's going to go. I don't know how entertaining it's going to be to watch, but we are doing the giveaway right now, guys. So this is your last chance to enter. You enter by subscribing to my channel. I will give you about another 60 seconds to subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, not only do you get entered, you also get access to sub-only chat, and you get access to the Best Friend Squad Discord. It's a lifetime membership to the Best Friend Squad Discord. So we are here for the giveaway. We're going to go sub-only for this. Oh, we already are sub-only. Fantastic. Not much point in having this chat open to everyone at the moment. I'm going to send out a notification on the Discord to make sure that everyone is here, everyone is watching. Right now we have 175 subs watching, which means there's a good chance that the person who wins will not see that they won. I'm hoping that the person who wins will see that they won. So let's see what we got here. Live chats. Everyone. All right, and I swear that's the last mass notification I'll send out to my Discord today. How will I decide who wins? A D20 and a Barbie slide. D20 and a Barbie slide. All right, let me unplug my 1.5 million wires I got over here and move my whole system over there. One of these days I'll actually get organized. It'll happen someday. Okay. All right. Let's disable the background. Come on, stay up. All right, this is how we're determining it, guys. This is what we're going to do to determine the winner. Slide a D20 down. Oops, my kitty is Scared. Slide this D20 down the Barbie slide into the Barbie pool over and over and over until we have a winner. There's going to be the stages to this, so give me 1 second while I get my stuff.
They're all coming.
Cats everywhere. Okay. So we're going to start by eliminating massive amounts of people because 1,000 people is a lot of people to go through. And so we're going to start by cutting it in half by either people who subscribe every month or just for 1 month. So that'll be the first roll. 11 or higher, it is, if you are a recurring subscriber, then you're still in. 10 or lower, then it will be 1 month subscribers. Okay. I don't know if that might be too far away to actually see the result of the roll. Okay, you are in the way. You're in the way. This is Felix. Okay, we are officially at max entries, guys. No new entries will be accepted from here on. We're going to do the first roll right now. We're rolling to determine if it will be auto renewals or non-auto renewals. Auto renewals will be 11 and up, and non-auto renewals will be 10 and down. So let's see what we got, guys. Let's see what we got. I want you guys to be able to see it so you know I'm not cheating. And you need to get out of the way. Okay. Can you guys, I don't know, can you see that?
Just
No,
roll
that's
the
way.
game already. I can't deal with this anticipation.
Just what?
My name already.
Oh, I see Carter.
There. Now, you don't get to see the slide, but you get to see the number.
13.
Okay.
Right.
So, 13. That means we are rolling for auto subs. All non-auto subs have been eliminated. Okay.
I could probably 3D print you a D1000.
That would have
Oh my
made things a little
goodness.
easier.
Would it fit in the slide though?
I thought this would go so much more smoothly than it is. Give me 1 second. I'm generating the list of all the auto renewals now. Okay. We have all 368 auto renewals. So 606 people have already been eliminated. If you are an auto renewal, you are still in the game. You are well ahead of the pack. Okay, so now we're going to do top half, bottom half. I don't know how I want to do this, though. I did not organize this at all, guys. I am so sorry. I really, really thought I had this going well in my head.
The chat. Tops
What is
versus
chat saying?
bottoms. Tops versus bottoms.
Basically. How do I get Word to show me multiple pages? Okay, I think I got this. I think I got this now. Okay, yep, we're going to do top half or bottom half. So yeah, it's really straightforward here. 11 or higher, we're going to do the bottom half, the top half of the remaining list, and 10 or lower, we do the bottom half of the remaining list. So let's see what we got. $14. Okay, so the top half survives, right? That's what we said?
Sure.
Oh my god. I'm going to somehow butcher this completely, aren't I?
I'm a top or a bottom.
Or you're a top or a bottom?
That's what the chat's saying now too. That's funny. What if we switch? And
Yeah, that's...
Goose said Abby's eliminated because there's a binary of positions.
Okay. I have this down now, guys. We are doing top half and bottom half. And big numbers mean the top, and little numbers mean the bottom. Okay. We
So
have
the bottom
eliminated...
is lesser? I'm messing with you.
You're doing a good job. I'm messing with me. Okay. Let's roll again, guys. We're down to approximately a little bit over 100 people now at this point. And we have 19. Big numbers are winning today, huh? Big numbers are coming out on top.
So tops are still in too.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean if I was eliminated 2 rounds ago, I'm still in? Never mind. All right, I'll stop.
Well, this list is shortened so much, it's almost manageable at this point. Okay. All right, here we go again. Another roll to eliminate a large chunk. We're going to try to do a top 20 at some point. And at that point, it'll just be the individual numbers as they roll. Right? No, I don't know if that makes sense either. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to continue the way we're doing it right now. $17. It's all been top half. This dice is fucking loaded.
The dice knows best. Just saying.
Okay. I think we're going to continue to do this until we have a winner. That's what we're going to do. Oh, no. Yeah, ignore me. We're going to do what I originally said. That is a 4. Bottoms finally win one. Okay, let's see. How many entries do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We are down to the last 20, guys. By pure freaking chance, we made it to exactly 20 people left. So this is the final roll. This is the roll for the win, guys. This is the roll for the win. Let's see who we have left. Remaining in this is 3590FL, The Princess Jane, Jesse Yells Roar, Colleen Kids, Liz Helen 677, the one we need, NDC 11, Crimson, Callie 1984, Caitlin Patton 88, Tales of Katniss, Tina CRN1, Mom Maria 3, Lexi Bubbles, Katie Michelle 050, Not Brat Baby, XMAD 13, Team Saritz, Alexandra, one chicken strip. That is the final 20, guys. We are rolling for the winner amongst those. Was anyone that I just named here? So so here's how it's going to go, guys.
I don't know if they're still here.
Yeah, here's how it's going to go. The very first person that I listed was 3590FL. They will be 1. And the very last person that I listed, they are 1 chicken strip. They will be 20. And obviously everybody else will be their number in between. So we have 3590 is 1, the Princess Jane is 2, Jesse L's Roar is 3, and so on. We ready? Sarah, Jane, and Brad, yep. We ready, guys? Here comes the final roll. This is the roll for the win. If Jane wins, I call for a redo. I saw that. Okay, here we go. Here goes the roll, guys. Here it goes.
Team Chicken Strip. I can't. Oh my God.
The winner is 10. The winner is... Wait, where the fuck did the damn thing go? There it is. The winner is 10. Let's see who number 10 is. Number 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is Caitlin Padden 88. Caitlin Padden 88. If you are here, you are our winner. I'm going to keep this to this top 20, and if Caitlin Padden 88 does not respond, then we will re-roll. It does not respond within 24 hours. Caitlin Padden 88 has 24 hours to claim their prize, and this is their prize. Whoa, that is zoomed in.
Yes.
Hi everyone. Was Caitlin Padden watching? That was fun, if a little disorganized. Yeah, this is the prize, guys, right here. This and a pride pillow as well. That was fun. I gotta find a better way to do it next time. I thought that was a neat way to do it. It ended up being a little janky.
Are you doing it at 2,000 next time, or you don't know yet?
No future plans right now. Maybe I'll do another one when I make it back to 1,000. What if the winner is up? That's a possibility. If the winner asks even once for a straight pride flag, they're disqualified.
Banned.
See, Bucks for life. Copy pasting names would have taken me ages. It's 1,000 names. That would have taken ages. Okay, I don't think Caitlin Padden is here right now. I will reach out to them, and in the meantime, we are going to do Adora After Dark.
Adora. Oh, when she comes back. Adora, do you play Fortnite?
I don't.
Okay.
I do.
Oh yeah, that's right, Mel. We gotta talk still. Adora, I'm gonna drop because I'm not feeling too hot. I just took my temperature. I got a fever, 38.1, and I just have a cold, and it's kind of kicking my ass. So I'm gonna just chill with the boys for a little bit. But thank you for having me.
That seems to be the theme.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Gasha.
I hope you feel
I'll
better.
feel better. I just took some Tylenol and some Advil, so. But thank you for
being on.
Bill. Thanks, Adora. And thank you.
No problem.
Congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. That's huge.
I never thought that would be possible, and we're close to actually making it back to that.
Adora, I want some kind of prize every time you say I never thought that would be possible.
I got to do like a little dance or something.
Right?
Not Brat Baby, you were so close. You were so close. Okay. How is everyone doing? So we're doing Adora After Dark now, guys. We're going to turn off sub-only chats. Let's see, how many subscribers are watching now? Only 123. I guess a lot of people left when they didn't win. Adora After Dark dress. Come on, this isn't enough. Come on.
Hey! Sorry. My dogs were at each other. I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
So yeah, any friendlies that want to come up are welcome to do so, and we're just going to hang out for a few minutes while I try to get in touch with our winner.
I'm just gonna say it now. One chicken strip was robbed.
One chicken. Who was one chicken strip?
I don't know. That was one of the people. I just started laughing when you were going through all the names, and then immediately it was one chicken strip at the end.
Okay, let's see if we can send out this.
No, I didn't know you were into Zelda.
I am, however, I have been so busy with school and clinical work since the new one came out in May. It is literally still shrink wrapped, which makes me sad.
I think mine's in its case right now. I think I switched it out for Metroid Prime Remastered.
The new one that came out in May. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
So our winner is one of my longest subscribers.
That's awesome.
So A, appropriate. B, a chance that that she hasn't been around in a little while and may not claim the prize.
I mean, that's
gonna give her
good,
24
though. I'm
hours.
glad.
She's got till 10 o'clock tomorrow night Eastern time to claim.
Adora, I had a question about your quilts. How are they weight wise?
I don't know their actual weight. I would say the weight of a typical, like in between a comforter and a sheet.
All right. Because I would probably either use that if I bought one, I would probably put it on my bed to sleep with. And I like heavier blankets, so.
Okay. Oh no, I can't get in touch with this person. I might have to message them on.
Also, I think I DM'd you on Discord telling you that whatever you're wearing right now is cute AF.
Thank you.
Also, to quote John Trump for the millionth time, your tits are fucking fantastic.
We don't sell flags. I don't see a reason we couldn't make a quilt into a flag. That would be weird. That would not be very outdoorsy. I could talk to my mom about making flags, but that is definitely not a thing that we do right now. We do sell the quilts and the pillows, so anyone who is still interested in a pride quilt or a pride pillow, you are welcome to DM me. And it's $115 for the quilts. It is $55 for the large pillow. $45 for the small pillow. It could be any flag you want it to be. DM me if you're interested.
I might look into that because I've been wanting to get, since I'm in a wheelchair. I've been wanting to get like one of those old lady blanket sets / quilts to use them while I'm in my wheelchair when it gets colder. I also love that anytime you said if someone was straight and they won, I'm sorry.
What's today? What's tomorrow's date? Tomorrow's the 23rd?
Today's the first day of autumn.
That's right, it is. Happy autumn, everyone. How am I feeling? I'm feeling much better. I have much better range. Still not 100%. I can only comfortably go to here on this side and maybe here on this side. I can stretch above me, but I'm just not going to because it's not a good idea. But I can wear any kind of shirt now. I don't have to worry about button downs only or anything like that. Yeah.
Today's my first birthday of the year.
Ugh, getting a new phone is cool, but a pain at the same time.
What phone are you getting?
I got the new iPhone today, and it's having to re-sign into everything is annoying.
That's why I use Dashley.
I'm old and low tech. That's what I'm going with. I don't even know what that is.
Dashlane is a program for your phone and computer. It's you pay for it. I think I paid $2.99 a month, but you could also buy like the year one, and it remembers all your passwords for you and it autofills them.
Stuff like that makes me nervous, honestly. Because it makes me feel like if somebody were to get into my phone, for example, then they literally would be able to get into everything I own. I don't know. But I don't know. Most of the stuff is logging in automatically, but every so often I'm coming across something that I've got to relog into.
Okay.
I'm playing Kingdom
My
Hearts.
my
Do I have a
passwords
PO box?
are
I
in my
do.
cloud,
I
mostly.
do have a PO box. That is my PO box. Every so often I do live box openings. We're not doing one right now. This is just to share my PO box with anyone who would like to see it.
Mel, I'm not gonna lie. I looked up if Kaiser was in New Mexico because I was thinking about you.
Me?
Yeah.
Guys,
I'm
Nicki
not
Minaj doesn't care about my PO
wrong,
box.
Mel.
Whatever shall I do?
Oh, sorry. I thought Mel was still
You're
here.
She might be in the chat. I think I saw her in the chat. I'm not the Mel you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
There's too many of us apparently.
I looked up if Kaiser was in New Mexico because I was thinking about Mel.
So literally, I'm not even kidding, Adora. At my office, there are 7 Mels / Melissas. 7
Yeah,
in
you were telling me
different.
that the other
It's
day.
like, what the heck? It's so confusing in meetings and things.
It does look like our winner. It does look like our winner is not an active TikToker. There is a strong chance we will be redrawing tomorrow.
I vote that we just give it to one.
How did they auto? So if you cancel your TikTok, you need to cancel those subscriptions first. Is that what I'm thinking? If
They haven't canceled their TikTokers. Not active.
Oh, meaning they just okay. I gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, they have till tomorrow at 10 p.m. to claim. And if they don't, then we re-roll after the talent show. We're keeping the same list, so it'll be the same people, the same 20. We'll just re-roll for another person until someone claims.
I'm gonna show up just to see if one chicken strip wins.
There's 10 people who are going to be bugging you all day tomorrow.
I know, huh? Or it's actually 19. We have 20 finalists.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. What am I thinking?
One chicken strip is also an OG subscriber.
That's awesome. I'm glad that there are some people that made it into the final group that have been around for a while.
I'm sorry, I'm not an OG subscriber.
And one chicken strip is a lot more active too, so one chicken strip could claim it.
I feel like that's going to be a new joke in the Discord.
One chicken strip.
They were already saying Team Chicken Strip before, so.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Dude, I've been trying to get into one of Nate's lives just so I could be all like Nate Dogg in the house and they're here to stay. Stop being transphobic. That's hella whack. or something like that. I want to.
Why one chicken strip and not two? That's like the one chip challenge. Like, who eats one chip? Who eats one chicken strip?
I would like to meet the person. A toddler. That's what I'm going with. That's about the closest thing to go to it.
Goose, I'm so mad that you got banned. Like, for real, you're finally back. Welcome back, Goose. Here, you're banned.
I can't. Yeah, what is. That's annoying.
So when you guys were talking about how positions are binary, I don't think they're binary. You can be a switch.
Yeah, it was just a joke
I know.
towards Abby. But I don't. I can't believe that happened. I actually was enjoying Goose's live yesterday or the day before. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I'm done. I'm tired.
Today is Friday the 22nd.
Okay, guys, it is officially 10:30, so I am going to do
Yeah.
the responsible thing and try to get some sleep so I can actually
Yeah,
wake
you
up on
need
time.
to
I haven't
rest
been on
still.
time for one of my early morning lives yet, and that's when I corner the market. I corner the market on the early lives.
You don't have an
Um,
early morning live tomorrow.
oh, that's right,
You're
I'm off.
taking the
I'm
day
off.
off.
Yes, I'm off. Everyone's like, damn it,
Don't
you
get
ruined
up.
it. I get to sleep in.
If I start doing
Yes,
lives like you
exactly.
do, I'm gonna have to do them in the morning since I'm up at like 4 a.m. half the time.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, I need to make this a naughty live. So I need to start doing like what Mia does, and like start like if people send certain guests, I do like little dances and stuff like that. I need to make this live
Yeah.
a little more naughty.
Are you gonna get
You need to heal
spiky?
first.
Okay, you're a big cat and those claws are sharp. Please stay away.
Is that your orange cat?
No, that's my heavy one. That's Maxine. She thinks she's a little kitten and she's not.
Don't you have a cat named Chloe?
I do.
I have a cat named Chloe.
They missed you. I'm gonna drop and go be an adult for a little while.
Okay, I'm tired. I'm
Thank
gonna sleep
you for
in.
having me up. Good night, everybody.
Bye,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night, chat.
Bye.
Bye.